And someone at the feds told him that Diddy's getting bail.
DJ Akademiks and DJ Vlad discussed the P. Diddy situation, and they have a few interesting things to say. This is Fresh Hip-Hop Opinion with your guy Olize. Don't forget to subscribe. So yes, P. Diddy is due to have the trial of the century. Probably the biggest trial since O.J. Simpson, and it's scheduled to start in May of this year. Although most people don't believe it will happen in May, they believe it will be pushed back. There's just too much evidence to gather. Too many lawsuits are getting added on. And the whole Busby situation where a lot of his lawsuits were actually thrown out as well. But recently DJ Vlad and DJ Akademiks, the DJ crew, got together for an interview on Akademiks' platform. And they spoke about old Diddy. And specifically spoke about his bail. Check out the clip.
Him like, hey, do you just blanketly believe Diddy is an innocent man? He's never said that. What he says is he feels he's being persecuted in a way he thought he could have got persecuted.
All right, well, I'm not 100% sure of this, but someone I know who, if you watch Vlad TV, you've seen this person on my show.
It could be anybody.
Had a contact with the feds, and someone at the feds told him that Diddy's getting bail.
Really?
Yeah. Someone from the federal system told someone I know that Diddy's getting bail.
I mean,
now, I could be wrong. This person might have gotten the wrong information, but I've been saying this, like, yo, I think Diddy's gonna get bail.
Yeah, fam. So DJ Vlad believes Diddy will get bail. That's the word out here on these streets. Vlad said he has spoken to someone who is in the know, and they know, or they believe, that Diddy will get bail. And to be honest, a lot of people have been thinking, why is Diddy still locked up? Why did he not get bail? This was a RICO case, but there ain't nobody else on the RICO but him. The charges of sex trafficking, which is essentially Diddy flying male or female sex workers to do their thing. They got paid, and if you remember, Diddy offered so much on his bail presentation. Like, he was offering to give up his passports, I believe even his children's passports. He was going to be in basically house arrest in his mansion, have a register for when he leaves his mansion and when he comes in, register who comes in and who comes out. He was doing everything so he had his freedom, but it was denied each time. Poor old Diddy. And at the time, people just felt like, yeah, Diddy, keep him in jail. Obviously after seeing Diddy put his hands all over Cassie in that horrible video. But DJ Vlad, amongst a lot of other people I've heard, do wonder, what is Diddy really locked up for, and why is he facing 20 some odd years? Check out the clip.
So the case is tentatively still scheduled for May. It got to get pushed back. They've given one superseding indictment. I think they're gonna do a second.
A lot of these superseding indictments are weird, like forced labor. Okay, so you made people work a few extra hours.
We're waiting to see the co-conspirators, unless all the co-conspirators are snitching. That's the only way they don't get named. You can't. If I can't charge you for having an enterprise and a organization if you're the only one. So we're trying to hear these people, and we haven't seen them. But there's a way. If they're also, if they're witnesses for the government, they wouldn't be named.
Look, if Diddy walked free, I would not be surprised. I've been saying this for ever since he got locked up. What exactly did he do that's really just illegal, like to the point of actually facing 20 years? Like, a lot of this stuff is like, all right, you flew out a girl and you had sex with her, like every entertainer does this. You had parties there. I don't think anyone was having their head shoved in a mountain of cocaine and forced to do drugs. If you want to do pop, here you go. If you don't, all right, whatever. You're hiring prostitutes. Okay. They're happy to be getting that money. They're not going to be thinking they're being taken advantage of. You know what I mean? That's like, you might as well, so stars, that's sex trafficking, right? You're flying someone out and paying them for sex, right? So whoever films in LA or Miami, wherever they do, not everyone lives there. They fly out talent, right? That's sex trafficking, I guess, by this definition. Was he violent with people? Yeah, he was. it's really about like this criminal RICO enterprise and whatever else. I just think that he was, you know, he was worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He had weird sexual fetishes. I mean, that's his business, not my thing, but hey, whatever. There's nothing illegal about that.
Yeah, fam. Vlad said it best. Like I said, he's been charged with transporting sex workers across state lines. That's the sex trafficking thing. It's nothing to do with the Cassie video, so he can't be prosecuted for that one. It's been too many years. Everything else on the lawsuit is pretty much hearsay. Like, how do you prove somebody was forced into sexual contact with another individual when on the videotapes apparently it looks consensual? Is Diddy a nice guy? Look, we've all heard the stories. Yeah, he isn't the nicest guy in the world. He isn't the first person on Santa's list to get the best toy. But at the same time, do you become that successful and be a nice guy? You're gonna have to trample on a few people on your way to the top. And last time I checked, baby oil is not an offense, and especially not a federal one. Although there was the accusations of him spiking drinks, allegedly. And obviously that is not a good thing. But Vlad and Akademiks both kind of co-sign you can't really prove on these alleged sex tapes that Diddy forced anybody to do anything. Check out the clip.
She was with it. From what I understand, I guess Cassie turned in some tapes, and his lawyers were like, this proves that she was a willing participant. You know, I mean, I know someone that told me that Cassie would go and pick out the guys.
Well,
you know?
I mean, it kind of felt like even in her allegations when she filed in the civil trial, she was basically saying, oh yeah, I did pick out the guys, but he forced me to.
I mean,
he told me to go find the one with the big.
Yeah, but I mean,
which is like, hey yo.
A lot of this stuff is really just like she wanted to be there. You know what I mean? It's like she really could leave when she wanted to. She wanted to be in that lifestyle. She knew she wasn't a talented singer. She knew that. The dialogue is, Diddy held back Cassie's career and dangled this fame in front of her if she continued to be exploited sexually by him. Cassie was given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity.
Yeah, fam. So allegedly there are tapes out there where Cassie's getting down with some of these male sex workers, and she's not complaining. In fact, she's doing the opposite of that. She's having the time of her life. In fact, she's saving that person's number on speed dial. They're swapping socials. So as much as the prosecution are coming with the sex tapes as proof that Diddy is holding people against their will, apparently the tapes say otherwise, and you can't really prove that sort of thing. Are they holding a weapon to their head like, yo, do this and do that? The tapes apparently do not show that. And again, it just stresses, why is Diddy still locked up? Why was his bail denied, what, 2, maybe 3 times? It's kind of crazy. You kind of think the feds, when they come knocking, they've got enough evidence to put you under the jail. But as time goes on, it's been about 6-8 months maybe since Diddy's been locked up. You step back and look at the case and you think, they don't really have much on this man. There's even some people that believe that Diddy will be released eventually on time served. Although people don't really mention this, but there was a weapon in his house that was found during the raid. It was like a gun the size of Lil Bow Wow. By the time this court case is done and dusted, he probably would have been in jail, locked up for about a year, maybe 2 years at least. But will Diddy get bail? Who knows, maybe he's enjoying his time there. He's detoxed from all the D rugs in his system. He might be enjoying the simple life. Nice single bed in a cold cell, not having to choose what he's gonna eat every day. He doesn't need to dye his hair. I joke people. But that's what DJ Akademiks and Vlad had to say about Diddy. But you know what? I want to know what you think. Get in the comments, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love. Hey yo people, it's Fresh Hip Hop Opinion right here. Do you want exclusive content from this channel? Well, good news. We got it. Just hit the join button and you'll get exclusive content that isn't on the channel. Appreciate the support, people. Peace and love.